Today we are going to make a marshmallow flower cupcake. So for this you will need some cupcakes, some white marshmallows, mini marshmallows. You will also need some coloured sugar. We have green, oh that was already fallen in, blue and pink. You will need some buttercream, but you don't need that amount of buttercream. A palette. Now we'll get on with that now, and I'll show you how to make our marshmallow cupcakes. So to get our marshmallow flower effect, we've taken some white mini marshmallows. I tend to use white, and you can buy them at any local supermarket. Pair of scissors, and then I've just held it at one corner, and diagonally, as you can see, I'm just taking my scissors and I'm just cutting it across, so we get kind of like the petal shape. And then we can also, when we come to put our sugar on, to pull it out a little bit, so we get that petal shape. Again, we take our marshmallow and just cut it at an angle. Again, just cut it at an angle. So as you can see in here, I've got a little bit of sugar, and this is just normal standard sugar, and I've just popped some, and you can see it's like powder. Just pop some of our powder in, and then with a spoon, all you do is mix it to the consistency that you want and the colour that you want. You can put more in if you want a deeper colour, but that is literally how I made the coloured sugar for our mini marshmallow flowers. So I thought I would just stop and show you that. Okay, so I've just shown you how to do our marshmallow flowers, how to cut them and get them ready. And now we're going to move on to our cupcakes. So I've got my cupcakes all here already. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to use our palette knife, and we're just going to put a very thin layer of buttercream. And like I said, you won't need all this buttercream. It's just that I always make in bulk loads. So I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm just scraping just a tiny amount of buttercream on, and that will help our marshmallow stick. So you don't need to use tons of buttercream. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our blue, for example. I'm just going to pull this out of the way. And I've already got one already done, so I'm just going to use that as a base to where I want it to go. Now, what I do is just prise it open a little bit, and then kind of like pinch the top. And then all I'm going to do is just dip it in. Take off the excess, and then pull it on. And then we do this all the way around the cake. So I'm just going to take it and just pinch the end. So there's our blue one, and now we're going to get on pink and green as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. I'm just going to do the blue, the pink one. And I already had one made up because the marshmallows fell into the sugar, and it's just exactly the same as we did with the blue. Okay, so we're just finishing up our green one now, and then we will move on to the pink. So we're just going to put the finishing touches to this one. So there's our green one and our blue one, and now we're going to move on and do our pink one. Okay, so our cupcakes are all done now. Okay, as you can see, we've done our flowers, and now I'm just going to make some stems just to give it that finishing touch with some green fondant that I've already pre-made already. So we're just going to roll that out, and I'll show you how to make some stems. So the same as we make every kind of sausage thing, we're going to use our smoother, and I'm just going to roll it until I get the length of the sausage that I want. And I'm just moving it backwards and forwards, turning it round so that I don't get it all on one side. And this just stops our fingers from squishing one side up too much or one side down too much. And as you can see, you can't get it that long with your fingers. Okay, so we've done our stalks, and now I'm just going to do some definition lines in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my marzipan knife, and with our icing I'm just going to score, not too deep, just a little, and I've done it on the other side as well. So I just roll it with my finger, and I will do it again. Just a little mark like so. And so we're going to do that with all of them for now. So we've got our fondant done now, and all I'm doing is I'm just pushing it in to go up to the end cupcake here. And then I'm going to do the same over this side as well. And then I'm going to do one here, and we want a little kind of bunch at the sides. So for here I'm just going to bring this one over like so, and then for this one I'm just going to bring it over as well, so you can get the idea of it. You would really need to stick this down with some water, but for the purposes of this video we don't need to. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of ribbon, and I'm just going to make a little bow. So I have some pink ribbon here that I'm going to make into a bow. So I've taken some pink ribbon and I've cut it just into a size, and I'm going to, I don't know if you can see, but sometimes you get, I can put it and you can get these things. So what I tend to do is just with a, not that high, but just with a lighter, I'm just gonna, and that will seal again, and that will seal the ribbon. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to gently, hopefully she says, pick this up like so. I'm going to just try and manipulate it in a bit. I'm going to take our two ends, and then we're literally just going to make a bow. Get the idea, and you can take a little bit more time. So we've done our marshmallow cupcake flower bouquet. If you have liked this tutorial, please subscribe and click on the button below. You can also find us on Instagram and on Facebook at Cake Decorating with Danielle. Thanks for watching.